Y'all probably wondering, how did I get my dreadlocks to look like this? Alright, so as I was trying to make my video, my selfie stick thingy broke again. See all the super glue that didn't work, basically. I mean, kind of did work, but just, I don't know, it's kind of like, it kind of molded it on there. Got a great idea. You look at this right here. I was like, I have this sort of tripod thingy. You see it right here. So I'm gonna see. Actually, hold up. This might work good. Hold up. This might replace the selfie stick. It's going to try to make this thing. So I'm having confidence that this is going to work. So I'm just going to show y'all what I'm about to do. I made it. That was pretty cool, not gonna lie. I don't know, I just feel so accomplished when I like actually do something that I set my mind to do. Especially with something I don't really know how to do, and then I learn to do it, and it's just, because pretty much just common sense to put that together. But I'm just so glad it worked, because I was struggling with this chair. You see this chair? I was struggling with that for the longest time. Now I actually, you know, did something. Now I actually have kind of a tripod. I mean, well, it is a tripod. I mean, look, 1, 2, 3. I mean, tripod. For every person out there, I want to inspire you to do, which I'm not trying to be like an inspirational speaker or whatever, but for every person out there, I want to inspire you to make stuff for your own, do stuff for your own. Even if you don't think you're creative or whatever, still do stuff for your own. You'll be surprised at what you could actually do. Because I could have went out and bought a tripod, did a whole bunch of stuff, which I still plan on doing, but it's just, you will be surprised with how much money you save by making stuff for yourself. Because believe it or not, you don't have to buy everything. You can make things on your own out of just spare stuff. Like I made this. I'm not trying to brag on myself. I'm trying to inspire you. But I made this out of a music stand and a selfie stick. It just so happened to fit together. So do something on your own. Make something by yourself because it saves money. Who doesn't want to save money? You can save money to get better stuff in the future, you know? You don't have to just buy every single thing. You can make stuff yourself. But yeah, let's try out this new tripod I made. I feel so accomplished about this. Oh, this is so much better than the chair. I don't have to get scared to get out close to you like this. But what's the question? You see my hair, I'll probably look at my hair and like, oh, his dreads are so cool. I love his dreads. I want your dreads, man. Give me your dreads. Cut them off and sell them to me. All right, chill out. I'm not selling these, all right? But all jokes aside, you'll probably really like my hair. Y'all probably wondering, how did I get my dreadlocks to look like this? In fact, that was the comment I got. Actually, I get that comment a little often. Actually, people in the street ask me how to do that. Not on the street, not like I'm in the, yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Even at the barbershop like a year ago, or a little over a year ago, I was in there and he was like, oh, how'd you get your hair like that? And I'm like, does my hair look that cool? But I guess people just really, you know, want to know how to get their hair like mine. So I'm gonna be teaching all of y'all how to get your hair like mine, step by step, literally all the things I did and what you need to do. I will make this disclaimer first. I do not want y'all to copy my hair. Be original with your hair. Let your hair look the way it's gonna look. Know that's good to get inspired by people and get inspired by other people's hair, but don't try to replicate somebody else's hair. Have some uniqueness to your hair, and really that will just happen over time if you even do the methods I'm saying. But anyways, now that is out of the way, how did I get my dreadlocks? Here is a picture of the first day I got my dreads, or it was kind of the third day technically. I'll just tell y'all exactly everything I did. It was one Saturday. I was twisting my hair dry, like well, I mean, if you want my hair like, if you want to exactly replicate my hair, do exactly these steps I'm telling you. I was in my bed just twisting my hair dry, and I was just twisting all over because I was wondering, how would I look with all my hair twisted up? Because I had just like a little afro before. I was literally all day doing it. Like I was in the store, like it took me like 5 hours to twist my whole head. Like I was in the store going ham on my head. The thing was, like, I sectioned it off and everything, but I wasn't looking at my sections. Like I sectioned it off with my finger, I made sure that I wasn't grabbing too much hair. I just twisted it. But then afterwards I was like, let me try the towel rub method because I heard that's what people do to get dreads. So I got my towel. This is a microfiber towel. Look at the material on it. It's not a regular towel, it's a microfiber towel. But anyways, I just treated it like a sponge. I just rubbed it all around my head. To me, like the hand motion I'm going in is counterclockwise. To you, it probably looks clockwise because it's a different, But just do it, make sure you do it in the same direction the whole time around. Don't switch directions, because if you switch directions, it'll actually untwist the twists. So I towel rubbed it, and here's a picture of how my hair looked when it was towel rubbed the first day. Yeah, I look kind of weird, but that's just the whole stage, that's the whole process. I did that for about 2 or 3 days, maybe even 5 days. But eventually I got tired of it, and I was like, man, the sponge, I think the sponge works so much better. I'm gonna try out the sponge. So you want to get your sponge. It doesn't really matter which one you get. I mean, as you can see, this one's kind of like tearing apart. Trust me, you don't want to see the other side. Oh, you want to see it? Yeah, this right here, this broken, messed up sponge, this is called work, all right? No, I'm just playing. It doesn't matter what side you use. I use the small circles. I actually had one, you see that I had one like kind of with the spikes, and I also had one that was convoluted, like with the little mountains or whatever. It doesn't really matter what side you use. I pretty much use all the sides. And basically I just sponged my hair in the same direction. And I sponged my hair for about 30 minutes. Yeah, 30 minutes straight, I know. But what that does is it separates your hair from looking like everybody else's sponged hair. Because people with sponged hair, their hair will dread up over time if they keep on doing it. But to speed up the process, make sure you sponge a lot to the point where your scalp starts showing. When your scalp starts showing, that's how you know you're doing it correctly. And also dampen your hair, because that helps as well to make the twist form better. And you will see little spikes start to form. I'll show pictures right here. You see kind of spikes started to form. If that starts happening for you, then know that the process is going well and that things are actually happening. Because all you want to do, you want to sponge it that long so you can get your separation and so you can get your sections and all that. And I sponged my hair for about, I went down and down and down to like 15 minutes a day, then 10 minutes a day over the months. And about at the 3-month mark maybe, I started to sponge my hair less and less and less because I felt that my hair started to lock up. Your hair will usually start locking up in different places. Some dreads will lock up way faster than others. Now I remember the first dread that got locked up, it was somewhere in this area. And how you know it's locking up is if you feel it and it's hard. And it'll usually start hardening up in the middle. That's how dreads usually start locking up. They start locking up in the middle. And then it'll start going more to the tip, they'll start going to the root. I sponge my hair every now and then at like kind of the 3-month mark. It really just depends on how your hair looks. I'll put up a picture right here. See that the twists are really looking nice. They're locking up definitely. What I started doing around the 6-month mark is my hair was basically already locked up, but it wasn't like the way I wanted it to be, because it wasn't all the way locked up. So I purchased a crochet needle, which this crochet needle is like a latch hook. You want to make sure you get the smallest possible one you can find. And here's a tip: if it goes into your hair but it can't come out, then it's too big. And if these are really, really cheap, like $1, $2 probably max. But basically I took my hair, I put the crochet needle through, and just kept on going in with it. And I have a tutorial on this. It's an instant dreadlock tutorial. You can find it on my channel. But basically this tool will lock your dreads up instantly. Basically you can go ahead and do this to all your hair and it'll lock your hair up instantly if you don't want to wait to do the whole locking up process. But I do think it locks up better and looks better when you let it lock up by itself. And plus it maintains its thickness if you don't do the crochet needle, because that's why the ones in the front are so skinny, because the ones in the front are the ones that I mainly crochet hooked. What the crochet needle does is just locks up the hair, it tangles up the hair. And really the whole locking process of your hair is your hair getting tighter and tighter and tighter. And that's what the crochet needle does. It just pulls your hair in tighter and tighter and tighter. And the tighter it gets, the skinnier your dreads will be. So just take that into consideration. But anyways, after that, it was about maybe the 7th month, I used this product, Jamaican Mango and Lime Locking Gel. I also used it while sponging, my hair, but don't do that. It makes your hair look discolored, and I don't think it's meant for that. And plus, locking gel doesn't lock up your hair, it just molds your hair so your hair will stay in place. And really, it's mainly for retwisting. So I got my first retwist around 7 months, and it wasn't that good of a retwist, but still it was a retwist. Then basically at that point, after my retwist, I stopped really doing anything to my hair. All I did was wash it. Which, if you're wondering, in the beginning stages, I didn't wash my hair for probably about once a month. But it wasn't like intentional, like I intentionally like didn't wash my hair that much. But I do recommend that you wash your hair at least once every 2 weeks at minimum, because you need to wash your hair for it to lock up, but you don't want to wash it too much. Once it starts locking up, you can start washing more and more and more. Now I'll show you how I was looking around the 8-month or 7-month mark. There's just a few pictures right here of, you know, the whole process that was going. I actually have a 2-year dreadlock journey thing coming up on my channel, which is like a montage of a whole bunch of pictures, my whole journey, which is going to be really, really cool, so stay tuned for that. I got another retwist like a few months later, and then eventually I like cut my hair off on the sides and the back to get like a high top, because like I did have just like a high taper, but then I actually got a high top fade. And then basically the rest is kind of history. I mean, I didn't do much else to my hair, it just forms by itself. A tip is, if you want skinny dreadlocks, do small circles. If you want thick dreadlocks, do it in bigger circles. The thing about dreadlocks is when they're somewhat locked up, then you don't really have to do anything else to them. You can just let them grow. That's really what I've been doing. Some of y'all say my hair looks really, really maintained, but believe it or not, I barely retwisted. I barely crochet hooked. I crochet hooked a lot in the beginning stages, but after the 6th month, I was pretty much, I think, done with crochet hooking. I didn't crochet hook that much. And I just let my hair grow. I started getting more retwists, which I really think I've only had like about 10 retwists out of my whole time of having dreadlocks. Probably even less than that, but I don't really do much to my hair. My hair is just how it is. It just grows and locks up together. So you see how it's like really, it almost looks really maintained. That's not really even from crochet hooking or anything. It just grows like that. Because the way your dreadlock is going to lock up that way the whole time through. But of course, along the ways you can get congos and whatever. And that's how my hair looks the way it looks. I have like a 3-head congo somewhere back here. Let me see it. Which congos are dreads that come together at the root. It's basically multiple dreadlocks inside of one dreadlock. And that's how you get a pretty unique look with your dreads. Especially if you semi-freeform. People don't like when you say semi-freeform, but when you don't twist your hair, and that's how your dreadlocks kind of take its own shape. And also, as you know, I bleached my hair not too long ago. I used Ultra Bond bleach with 30 developer, and I left the first coat in for an hour and the second coat in for an hour. But I wouldn't recommend doing it in the same day, because that's just a little too much stress on your hair. And yeah, the rest is really history. I mean, I don't do much to my hair. I never done much to my hair. I barely oiled my hair, which my hair is pretty fine. It's pretty, like, it just develops oils by itself. That's why I don't really feel the need to put external oils in my hair, except for the tips. The tips I have to like kind of oil a little bit. But I just started doing that. Yeah, there's not too much more to talk about with my dreadlocks. That's how I got them. But a disclaimer is your dreadlocks are most likely not going to look exactly like mine, even if you follow all the steps I did. They may look similar, but they will also have, you also have your own unique style. And that's one thing I want you to go for, is get your own unique style, because don't try to replicate somebody else. Get your own style, so people can look up to you and think your dreadlocks look nice. But stay tuned. A lot of this stuff, a lot of the process, you will be able to see how everything just changed rapidly. It's crazy looking back, because it's like my hair has came so far. I don't know, it's kind of crazy just to think how my hair went from an afro to this with barely doing anything, with just sponging it and crochet hooking it and twisting with gel sometimes. But yeah, y'all will see that in the 2-year dreadlock journey video. It will be coming soon, sometime in August next month. Be on the lookout for that. You don't want to miss it. It's going to be really cool. But anyways, yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please make sure I like it. If you want to see more videos from me in the future, please make sure I subscribe and turn on post notifications so I never miss out on another video from me in the future. And with that being said, I love you all, and I'll see you all in the next video.